Devotee to the God is nothing but the one with the God. Nothing left after that. Nothing left. Nothing in the world becomes your desire. All the desires of the world get diluted. Then wherever you are, whatever you are, you will remain in the cool and calm, always in the complete one, the God, the true Master, and complete cool and calm in all the circumstances. Let any damn thing happen in the world. Let any good or bad, happy or sad, honor or dishonor, birth or the death, remains in the same state of mind. And he goes beyond the body. Even the body dies, he never dies. Who is devotee? Means Bhakt to Sat, yani Bhagwan. What he wants to achieve, how he lives in this materialistic world, please throw light on it. What is the God, the Bhagwan, and the Bhakt, we say the devotee to the God. What is the life while as devotee to the God? How is the life? How is the thoughts? And how is the life? How is the thoughts before becoming the devotee to the God in the materialistic world? How is the life before becoming the devotee to the God? And how is the life after devotee to the God? What is the devotee to the God? And how is the life, the difference between the life before and the after? See, in the world, in the materialistic world, what we say the Mayavi world, we always say the devotee to the God means the one who goes to the temples, to the gurdwaras, to the mosque or the church, or any religious place, or he is worshipping at home, praying, going to the holy places, giving donations, making service to all that religious places. We tell them the devotee to the God. In the outer world, I say always the words are the same. Only the difference is there between the outside world and the inside world meaning. Meaning of the outside world of any world related to the God or the Godism is not the same as in the godly world. Whatever is the word's meaning in the materialistic or the Maya world, outside world, dying world, is not the same in the undying world, in the godly world. So when we say the devotee, he is a devotee to the God, there is a meaning in the outer world where almost 99.99% means almost 100% are saying as they are devotee to the God. Hindu says he is the devotee, Muslim says he is the devotee, Sikh says he is the devotee, Christian says he is the devotee, and all that Buddhists, Jainis, all are saying they are the devotees to the God. Someone is devotee to the Ibrahim, someone is devotee to Buddha, the Mahavira, someone to the Jesus, someone to the Muhammad, someone to the Guru Nanak Dev, someone to the Kabir, to the Freed, likewise someone to Socrates, to Lao Tse, someone to Mirabai, Sahajabai, Lallabai, and many more in the world were there, will be there. So there is two types of devotee. Every word in the religious word, why I am saying religious? Because the whole journey is religious. When we talk about God, when we go to the God temples or the churches or the mosque or any places, whatever related to the God, because we tell all these people the God. So whoever is going to these temples, gurdwaras, mosques, churches, whoever is worshipping at home, we all say that they are the devotees. In that one who is regular doing, there are many doing regular pray, regular worshipping, regular part, regular going to the temples, keeping fast and all. These all regular, we tell them as they are the close devotees to the God in the religious materialistic world. Religion is the word related with the materialistic only. Even we say the religion and the spiritual having the same meaning. But to make a difference, word is to be put in other form. Because if I talk about religion, your mind will go about what is going on in the world. When I talk about anything, the God, you will go about the temples, mosques, church and all. So that's why all the saints made some separate words, the meaning different. When we read in the books and when we appeared in the exams, we gave many words when it was asked that give the synonyms of these words. Why the synonyms are required? Once the meaning is same, let the one meaning be there. Once the word is same, meaning should be one. Why word is one and meanings are more? The reason behind is nothing. Because meaning changes with the word used by that person who is in the status, in the range of what is the thoughts inside running in him. When one speaks about the God who is in the materialistic world, for him the meaning of God, Bhagwan, will be different. When he talks about the Bhakt, the devotee, in the religious materialistic world, the meaning of that will be different than the one who is spiritual, who is in the spiritual world. Spiritual means who is in the research, who got the experiences, and then he says all the words with his experiences. The meaning which comes through him having his experience included in that. So the words said by a religious materialistic man, the word said by the spiritual godly man, words are same, meanings will be different. Religious man will give the meaning which he had copied the meaning by the mind, but the spiritual man will give you the meaning as per his experience of the gods. So spirituality is nothing but the all what the word comes is the experiences, and the religious one is nothing of experience, it's just mugged up, copied from all that those who had been experienced on this earth. So if you ask the question that who is the devotee, the Bhakt, to the God, to the Bhagwan, we have to understand that the question coming from you is about the outer world materialistic religious devotee, outside materialistic religious God, or you are talking about the spiritual God. You are talking about the spiritual Bhakt. The devotee to the God in the outside world, whenever knee down, whenever he is doing anything, what we say, the artis, what we say, all that is a part, repetition, reciting of any mantra or anything. After that, all is over, his worship is over, his prayer is over, he will immediately ask something from the God. He wants something in return from the God of the materialistic world. And when someone asks something of the materialistic world, then he is the devotee of the religious cadre, materialistic cadre. He has no connection with the real God. Real God is the live God, religious God is the dead God. Only the difference is, now when you go and ask for the materialistic things, you are talking to that God who is going to give you the all materialistic things, not in this birth, because this birth is already been written, your destiny is already been scripted, nothing can be changed unless you go toward the live God. So the materialistic things, when you ask to anyone, whoever you say the God, to the holy place, is just making you the materialistic devotee, religious devotee, which is concerned with the dying world. Means everything will die here. Here all the materialistic things, the bungalow, the cars, your relationships, all that physical relations, that what you say, your blood relations, the parents, the children, the brothers, the sisters, and all that nears and dears, and all in the world will go on deathbed one day. One day. So, the main is devotee to the live God, if any, will not come back to this materialistic world of birth and death. And the one who is beggar for the materialistic things, he will have to come back to the materialistic world. So there are two types of devotees to the God. From the sight of the world, from the eyes of this materialistic world, all only will say the one who is giving donations, who is going to the temples, mosques, church, gurdwara and all, worshipping at home, reciting the mantras, reciting all the chapters of the godly books. The people in the outside world, the materialistic people, will tell them as they are the devotee of the God. But when one who had not experienced his life will remain in the same bracket, let it that he has the money, he has the post, he is getting that money, he is getting that post, still he will remain in the same cadre of the sadness and the happiness. So the main is that how you get into the devotion. Devotion to the money will create your monetary God. Devotion to the live God will create your live God. So it is you, your thought, your inside thirst, your inside hunger will make someone God for the materialistic world, will make someone God for the spiritual world. So when you are making someone the spiritual world God, then you becomes the devotee spiritually who wants the life God, who is not thirsty or hungry of the materialistic world things, materialistic relationships. And he just kneel down to the spiritual godly master to get him away from these all materialistic things, whichever are just engrossing him. So the moment he gets it, she gets it, automatically the life inside will not remain the same as was earlier. The life, the thoughts, his living, his speaking, his all the activities through the body will change. And these changes will only be seen by the one who comes nearest to him. Otherwise, in the outer world, he will be the same, looking same as the religious materialistic man. He will be living as the same. The spiritual and religious personalities have no difference from the outside, but only the complete difference comes inside. So when you go near to the religious person, your desires, your lust will increase. When you go to the spiritual person, your lust and desire will diminish, will keep on going down. Will keep on going down. So this is what the difference, that devotee to the God, the materialistic, the religious God, devotee to the God, the spiritual, the godly God. So the life in the materialistic, religious, godly, you have to come back to this birth and death world. You have to come back in this body who gets sick, who gets somewhere something wrong, then all that will take you to the crash, means to the death. And with the desires and the lust, you are born again in this world. With the spiritual, godly thirst and the hunger, you will go near to the one who is blank, who is in relax, who remains in the cool mind, always let anything happen in the world, in the means materialistic world. So the one who is in the religious, materialistic world, devotee to the religious, materialistic gods, the dead gods. So the one who asks for the dead things, dead desires, because all the desires becomes over when it is fulfilled. So desires also get dead. But then the new desire comes. If small house is there, then the big house desire comes. When I have no house, we want the small house. When we want the big house, the small house is there. When the big comes, you want the bigger one. When the bigger one comes, you want the biggest one. So your desires never ends in the materialistic world. Even you are the devotee to the God. But your devotion to the God, your bhakti to the God is nothing but the outside bhakti. What the Krishna said in Gita, that there are 4 types of devotee. There are 4 types of devotee for me, for the God. When the one says about something, it is not for the one, but for the all in the world, though you have been the God. Anyone, let it be Abraham, let the Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Guru Nanak, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahajulillah, Kabir, Farid, Socrates, Lao Tse, all these godly people. Then when you are just switching over from the materialistic godly world to the spiritually godly world, the life will start changing. The thoughts will start changing. Everything will be starting changing. And the day will come when you will be completely changed. When you are completely changed, not the same as was earlier in this materialistic world, then we say he is the devotee now. Bhakt. He is the devotee now to the spiritual God. He has no desire inside. He is completely beyond all the desires. He is completely beyond the lust, anger, greed, attachment, or ego. So he or she is now one with the spiritual master, the spiritual God, because God is one, not two. So that time, that thing will come as in the very special form that you are nothing and God is there. And when God is there, then you are God. God is nothing, then you. You're only like promotion from one point to the other. Like someone becomes clerk, then the officer. Someone becomes somewhere the ACP, then become commissioner and DGP. Likewise, this is the just portfolio of you, that when you are in body to the materialistic world, you become the outsider. And the moment you become inside with the God, the spiritual world, one day you become the completely the realistic devotee. You become as the God. This is nothing but the godly world. But in the godly world, we have lost ourselves in the materialistic things, so we have forgotten our God, the origin from where we have come. So this is what the state when you go from the outside materialistic world to the inside the spiritual world. So how can you go? How can you move on? That you have to search in you the thirst or the hunger. Your thirst and hunger will take you to the one who is beyond this materialistic world, who is beyond these all desires. And when you reach to him or the her, you will get all that vibrations of that spiritual world. Vibrations of the spiritual world. So when you get the vibrations, your mind will start diverting, because all the thoughts are generated in your conscious body, goes to the mind, and mind makes it right or wrong. And when you make it right, the body takes the actions. So whatever the life you are living in this materialistic world, now whenever in the lifetime, because of your old previous birth's desire to be with the God, to get out of this materialistic, the birth and death world, you get the personality, the one like you, inside whom only God is there. The spiritual God is there. Materialistic God, no. It is spiritual God. Because materialistic God is there, then he or she will be hunger of all that what is of inside you. If materialistic devotee is there and materialistic true master, the master is there. I am saying that master because there are the true, there are the false masters. And 99.99% if are going into the outside bhakti, then there is the outside gurus. Outside gurus means outside masters are more, the teachers are more. Because outside the materialistic students are more, devotees are more. So they both are just doing like changing the shoulders. They are changing the shoulders. Sometimes he puts on other puts him on him. Nothing else. At the last, they remain on the same edge, and then they will start realizing that what the fault had come. Then all the materialistic disciple just cries, shouts on that master, if you were not, why you have misguided me? You have not misguided. So the master who is false goes into the seventh hell, the worst hell. As said by the Mahavira, they are the hells. 7 hells and the 7 heavens. So in that last worst hell, the master goes, but the devotee who was on his route will still go to the first hell, where things will be more better than the 7th hell. Because one who misguides someone is going to get the wash, the worst punishment. So it is better not to say anybody if it is not your experience. Because if you mislead someone without even inquiring yourself, without even experiencing yourself, then you are going to commit a biggest crime. Just because of you, tomorrow one or thousands or lakhs or crores may go in the same dust. So it is all one has to understand to just approach to the true master. The true master means the spiritual masters, so that your journey towards the God home, which is your thirst or the hunger, will be fulfilled. So the devotee to the spiritual master, to the spiritual God, will definitely be changing in his life. All the changes will come in his life. He will not be the same as in the materialistic world. He will remain away from these all materialistic things. And he will remain in the inside silence all the time. And all the time he is in bliss. Bliss means no sadness can make him sad, no happiness can make him happy. So he is beyond the happiness and the sadness. So he goes beyond. There is no loss or profit for him. If he is in business, if any loss comes, he takes it as the profit. And if profit comes, he takes it as a loss only. So his emotions to the profit or the loss never arises. Otherwise, if something goes positive for you, you start dancing. If something goes wrong with you, you start weeping. But these people, those who are the spiritual masters, connected with the spiritual gods, with the life gods, never get shocked on anything. Let anything is going in the world. So this is what one has to understand. Because if you don't understand the exact meaning, devotee to the God, the Bhakt to the God, the real God, the live God. Because there is a real and the unreal. Real means live God. Unreal means idols, where you go. There you will not get the God unless you put your conscious energy into that idol which is there. That you have to make it. Then only you can meet the God. And that is not possible unless you go and make your ego, the zero ego, in front of any egoless. Then only you will get it. Then only you will get it. If you don't have the hunger or the thirst for the God, you cannot. You cannot. And life in the devotion to the God, devotee to the God, is nothing but the one with the God. Nothing left after that. Nothing left. Nothing in the world becomes your desire. All the desires of the world get diluted. Then wherever you are, whatever you are, you will remain in the cool and calm, always in the complete one, the God, the true master, and complete cool and calm in all the circumstances. Let any damn thing happen in the world. Let any good or bad, happy or sad, honor or dishonor, birth or the death, remains in the same state of mind. So this is what the one who is devotee to the God gets in his lifetime. And he goes beyond the body. Even the body dies, he never dies. Even the body dies, he never dies. No one dies. But the materialistic one, when dies, he thinks he died. And he keep on going in the universe, not getting any place to live in. Because he remained in the materialistic body, he remained with the materialistic gods, the religious gods, so he could not make his journey toward the spiritualism, toward the spiritual means live God, live Krishna, live Buddha, live Mahavira, live Socrates, like Lao Tse, like Guru Nanak Dev. He could not make his journey. So live God is nothing but the live God who comes in the body, which is blank, which gives the invitation to the God, and who is beyond the all desires, all the lust, attachment, ego, all the greed. He is beyond it all. Nothing inside. Complete bliss. Nothing can make him sad. Nothing can make him happy. He is very, very in bliss moments all the time. So that type of personality who has been with God on this earth, one has to go in search of that personality, the true master. He will only, she will only guide you, will make your life the success. So it is your search, your desire, your hunger. If you want, you have to move on from the outside materialistic world to the inside spiritual world. You have to get into the God home. Otherwise, your life purpose will not be solved. You will be again back to this earth, to the death world, with doing all your things which you have committed in your last birth. And again the new desires, the new karmas will make you again to come to the next birth again. So remaining in this body which gets sick, remaining in this body which gets old, remaining in this body which gets death, that is your choice. If you feel that I want to be in this the dead body, then it is your decision. Then God cannot do anything. If you think that I have to live this body and go in that body which is not going to die, the immortal body, then your thoughts will keep on moving towards the one. The thoughts will keep on running for the spiritual master, the true personality on the earth as you. Because we say the God who is no more in the body. But you can never understand what actually the God is. So when you understand, then only the life will be bliss. So devotee should be like Hanumana. Hanuman is a devotee of the Ram. He was, he is, he will remain. That's why we worship on the Tuesday for the Hanumana. Hanumana was the true disciple of the Rama, Sri Rama in Treta Yuga. So you have also to be like Hanuman. You have also to be like the Bhakt. There are many more, Shabri, Arjun, who heard. They never tried to prove wrong to their Guru, their master. And the day came, they could get it. They could get the spiritualism, the life God, and life becomes the bliss. So the one who stays in the spiritual state, in the godly state as a devotee of the spiritual, the life God, he is not bothered about anything. He is beyond anything. He is not having any thirst or hunger for the outside world, anything. And also, inside he will remain in the quite calm form in all the circumstances. And he will be always with this life God, and life will remain in a very positive mode. Very positive. Whatever the words comes from the true master, that the godly master, the one devotee who is with the God, will do all what is said by the true master. He will do all, he will execute all, will not bring his brain in the way. So one has to understand. So that devotee was like Rama, today Tuesday, Hanuman. So because Rama also went to his Guru Vasishtha. Because without the Guru, you cannot move on to the journey of this life. So likewise, you had to be devotee to that God. Whoever is gone is gone. Because whatever things in the life happened, whoever in the lifetime had disturbed you, so forget the past. Past is dead. Dead is past. You should live your life in a very fresh way. That's why the God makes you to get up in the morning with a fresh mind. God wants you to just make everything dead with the morning. That's why He takes you out from this, all your conscious body at night time. And He asks you to just switch off all that. Whatever happened, it happened till yesterday. Don't drag it. Just be with the present. And with the present, the life is blissful. Life is beautiful. Life is so supreme. And you feel like the same. Then after that, all received, achieved, where you are nothing, the God is there, the true Master is there. Then you go and see all the epics, all that Granth books that will match with you. Match with you means they all will give witness for you. So that's the thing you have to see. Devotee, you should be like Hanumana, not the devotee of the materialistic world as you were. You were going and asking, begging, never beg. As I was saying you that Krishna said 4 types of disciple, 4 types of devotees. First devotee, second devotee, third and fourth devotee. So he told the 4th category of devotee. The 4th category, the lowest category of devotee, the name he gave was the Atharthi. The Atharthi means one who always, whenever prays to the God, worships to the God, goes to any holy place, will always ask something in return of the materialistic world. Always ask something of the materialistic world. Then he said the 3rd category Bhakt, after that one, he said the 3rd category Bhakt will also ask after making worship and puja, but not always. He will only ask whenever any emergency is there. Any emergency. Suppose son is serious, son is dying, or the house is burning, or business is crashing, anything wrong in the emergency, very serious state, only he says that please God do something for me. So that time of devotee, Krishna said, that is the 3rd category of devotion. 3rd category, devotion to the God. So the 4th and the 3rd category are belonging to that your idol God, where you go and pray and worship and beg something. So begging, up to the begging, you are in the 4th and the 3rd category. Means the lowest category and the 2nd lowest category devotion, the disciple for the God. Then God says there is a 2nd category of devotee. So 2nd category of devotee is that who sees, who looks, who experiences, who understands that nothing in the world is mine, everything belongs to God. So why I am doing all these things? Whatever I am doing for my family, myself and all are just troubling. No one is going to help me out. So it is better not to think about anyone, not to pray for anyone, not to worship for anyone, not to put demand for anyone. So they go beyond all the demands. And even in the critical situation, even in the house is burning, son is dying, they never ask the God to make it update, to make him clear. So that state, again he said the word jigyasu. 3rd category birth he said the word arth. In the 2nd category he said the word jigyasu. Jigyasu means he is neither asking every time he worships, nor he asks anytime he worships. He is not at all asking to the God for the materialistic things, materialistic relationships. But he definitely says that when you will meet me now. So the Jigyasu is one who asks not for the outer world, not to pray for the outside world, but he will say, when I will meet you, when I will be dissolved in you permanently. So his wish, his desire will be to be one with the God. So that time of disciple, that time of devotee, we say he is the Bhakt of the 2nd category, devotee of the 2nd category. Now because he is only asking for the God. Now you please meet me, I don't want anything of this world. He still had the desire of God. So that type of Jigyasu, when desiring for the God, God appears. And that the top category, the 1st category, Bhakt, the devotee for the God, What Krishna said in Gita is the one who is as me. Who is as me. Means there will be many faces of mine in the coming time, in the coming yuga. This is not the last phase. There will be many. When he said many means those who get vacant, those who invite the God, God will enter in them and speaks through them. So the one who is telling all his experiences, all that godly talks, what he do, and not having any desire of the outside world, always in calm and cool form, relaxed form, is as me. Krishna said that one is as me. As me means he is also Krishna. Whatever name he is having, he should be completely zero from inside, should be compassion in the sweet tongue, complete love for all, having complete full patience. Is complete the one who is like in the body but not in the body. He remains in the body but not in the body. He is beyond the body. So that one, he said, will be like me. Those will come in the future, in the next births, many births, they will keep on coming. It is not only me. The God will enter in anybody. God entered in Krishna, Krishna became God. God entered in Guru Nanak, became God. God entered in Jesus, became God. God became entered in Muhammad. God entered in Lao Tse, Sukrat, they became the God. Messengers we say, or the God, these are the words, whatever you say. But God entered in them. It is the God who spoke through the Muhammad also. All spoke through all the bodies, those who were godly body, God came and spoke through them. So all were the messengers or the God, whatever you say them. This is up to you. But if you beg for the outside materialistic things from any godly one, then you are with the complete birth and death theory. You are the materialistic devotee, not the spiritual devotee. Spiritual devotee never asks anything. If at all he wants to ask, he will never ask anything. Let anything happen. Let his body may die. He will not ask that, please save me. He will tell, I want you only. You meet me at least. You meet me, I want to be one with you. That is the devotee, the spiritual devotee to the God. Original devotee to the God means the one who is with the live God. So that live disciple to the live God, live devotee to the live God. As Hanumana in the today day, he was, as we worship throughout the country, in the world, he is worshipped for the perfect devotee of the live Rama. He was with live Rama. So live Rama, inside Rama, there was the live Rama. Rama body also died. Hanuman body also died. But inside the Hanuman, there was Ram. Inside the Ram, there was Hanuman. So Hanuman and Ram of the spiritual world, godly world, are now in the God home, where we, me, you, and all one has to go one day in the one birth, or in the next birth, or 100 birth, or 1000 birth after. So you have to be devotee of the live God. And that life will be completely in relaxed in the outside world, not thirsty or hunger of any materialistic thing, always remaining in the calm state, always doing all what in the outside world required for him, but he will not be in the inside attachment to anything. So this is what, when you try, when you go ahead, one day you reach to the God. So we have to all be the true disciple, the truth devotee to the God, hunger and thirst for the God, for the truth. So truth is nothing but nothing of this world inside. True master is one who is the representative of the God home, the distributor of the God home, the agent of the God home, to whom if you understand, if you dissolve, because you are in physical form, you need a physical form to understand. You cannot understand the non-physical world. Now the one who had gone among us, the Nikhil, so he is now in the same world. The words, you will not understand what he will say now unless you have the devotion to the truth. If you have the devotion to the truth, If you understand dissolving in one, when you have nothing in you, when your I is lost, then everything inside will come. All the feelings, all the realistic feelings, realistic experiences is one which comes outside when you experience. There are the realistic experiences coming through the God, like voice is coming through the God. This Vaani is nothing but the God's Vaani comes. When you are not in mind, it is the heart speaks, and heart is related to the God, and heart is nothing but the love. So love is God, God is love. So you have to love the God. Once you love the God, you cannot love the world. The world outside is the temporary, but it does not mean you will hate it. But you will pass by this all materialistic world. You will not be attached to the outside materialistic world. You will pass on just enjoying your life outside, eating the food, wearing the clothes, just going ahead. Nothing is yours, just going with the all your flow of family members and all, but all are temporary. Just you will move on to the destination, the God home. So you have to reach to the point from where you started your journey billions of years before. So it only happens when you have the thirst, the desire inside to go with the live God, to meet the live God. The live God is nothing, the true master who comes in your lifetime when you have no desire or thirst for the outside world. He is just the media, just the bridge to take you to the other side, that to the immortal world. Means where the body never is sick, body never dies. So there he gets the immortal body. Immortal body is the one who always remains there. So if you remain in the same status of the thirst or the hunger for the life God, not attaching yourself to the dying materialistic things and the materialistic relationships, the more you get beyond outside materialistic relationships and the materials, the more you will be approaching toward that immortal, the blissful, the spiritual, that the truly godly world, and the one who has given you the hand to just go ahead and experience the life in bliss. And it is your only the true love. It is only the true love which can move on to the God home. If you are true love, you will get the true master. If you are the true, under the true master, dissolving yourself in God, you will see the moment the body lives, you will be in God home. And all will be together. We all will be together. Because I had just called you, I am just shouting that if you want to just go out of this body, because today in the world, many are dying with the corona, many are fearing with the corona. But I told you, whenever death to come, body is to go. The one who goes on to the journey to the God, God makes a compassion, God gives the love, because he is coming from the love climate, love atmosphere. So his all that smell, the godly smell will move on with him or her, and he will remain always in contact whenever he leaves the body, whoever he may be. But you should never turn back, never take U-turn to the materialistic world. Once you have moved on, you should keep on moving, because when you keep on moving, then only you reach. If you sit at home and you want to go somewhere, you cannot reach there unless you walk. So you have to walk. But you walk inside of your thoughts, where your thoughts are walking. If your thoughts are walking for the materialistic world, you will go to the materialistic world, means you will come back again in the materialistic world, whatever with the desires you have inside you. And if you have the walking thoughts inside for the true world, for the godly world, you will get back to the God home, and you will no more be in this birth and death world. All the things will be over. So just get inside you, have the thirst or the hunger for the God. If you have, you should multiply your speed. Your thoughts should go to the God home thoughts, not in this materialistic world. And then only you will meet your original face, the original God, from where life will never be in this sick body, life will never be in this dead body. When you decide this thing, then only life will move on. Because your thoughts just give command to your body. Your thoughts, when goes to the mind, mind commands to the body and things goes on. This is the same body you can take to the God home. This is the same body you can take to the back to this world, materialistic world. So you see your thoughts, where the thoughts are moving. Your thoughts in 24 hours are moving towards the materialistic world. You will come back to this materialistic, the death world again. Your thoughts are moving to the godly world. You will go back to the godly world. You will be no more coming back to this materialistic world where birth and death is coming, where sickness is coming. Always the troubles are there. You will be going to that akarta, the akaram world. So just decide, go inside and check yourself where your thoughts are moving. If thoughts are more moving in the materialistic world, you should get alarm from this corona through the world that you should turn yourself, you should make a U-turn, be the devotee of the God. Just all the thoughts, whatever going outside, don't move your energy to that all the worst dying world. Just get back, go U-turn to the godly world, where all these personalities to whom we say the God, the Abraham, Buddha, Mahavir, Jesus, Guru Nanak, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahjo Lalla, Kabir, Farid, Laoshe, Socrates, and many more. You will be there with them. And only when your thoughts continuously inside, going towards the God, continuously, without any space. So that state had to come. If today you are with 1 hour Vaani, 2 hour, 4 hour, 6 hour, you should be minimum 8 hours with the godly thoughts, because the time is divided into 3 by the godly people, that there is a 8 hours for the godly thoughts, 8 hours for the materialistic thought, 8 hours for your body, physical rest. And the day you get back to this trio sitting, then you will move on, you will see the more thoughts of this materialistic world will get dissolved in the spiritual world. Means your thoughts will move to the godly world, and God will do all for you. God will command to the nature to do everything materialistic for you. So 8 hours in the materialistic world will also keep on reducing and will be moving towards the godly world. And one day you will see your all the necessities for the body, clothes, food, shelter. You will be satisfied with all, and you have done all your duties, whatever with your family and all. And now you will see that everything is dissolved. Materialistic world is dissolved now. Materialistic timing, the thoughts are dissolved in the spiritual thoughts, godly thoughts. And that day you will be near to the God. Because once the 16 hours is with the God thoughts, 8 hours sleep will also be with the God thought. So it is up to you how to move on up to 24 hours. A japa, that we say Shwasa di Mala, with every breath God should be there. Then only God will come. God will come to receive you when you go out of this body. So this is what is required. Where you stand, just look into your thoughts. Whatever thoughts are moving inside, just transform them. And it is only possible with the transformation, is only possible with the true master's thoughts just getting inside, collide. And one day your thoughts will be only the true master thoughts. And whatever the outside work will be as little as nothing. And you will be again back to the godly thoughts. Again with the God. All the karmas of the God outside, this God will make everything ready for you, decorate for you. But only the thing, you should move on to the godly thoughts for minimum 8 hours. Because if you are taking out of 8 hours less, you are taking more, you are using your materialistic thoughts, then you are away from the God. So you start your journey, because death can come anytime. And once you reach to the level, you will see the bliss. And the bliss in the godly world, in the spiritual world, is so enjoyable, so peaceful in this world, where you are always weeping, laughing, sad, happy, loss, profit, respect, disrespect, birth or the death, all will be equal, will be one. Nothing will now shake you. You will remain in the same cool and calm state. Whatever is happening with the body outside, and the life will be a success.